Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good, should I say us. So let's have a look, see, right? This week for your key to the week, you have the Death card. This is about endings, completions, but it's also about transformation, and also it's, at its core, this card is ruled by Scorpio, so very often it sees you really looking into what it is that you're tied to and what it is that needs to come to a close, what it is that you are really now trying to move beyond or evolve past. And as a key to the week, this could show you where something is coming to an end. But usually with the Death card, especially when it's something in our lives as opposed to something or someone, it usually talks about a conscious decision that we're making to end something, to let something go. And sometimes we're presented with the choice, right? We can either continue down the same path that we've gone, or we can end it to allow something new or someone new to come in. For the actions and options this week, you get the Page of Pentacles, right? So for those of you that are looking for new work, alternative work, or maybe looking to start something of your own, this is a great week for you. And, you know, as an action, it really says that what you're focused on this week is really more of the practical aspects of enjoyment, practical aspects of having fun, but also the practical elements of work. This is about you looking into new ways to do things, exciting ways to do things that are different or outside of the norm, so to speak. What I really like about this card as well, this sees you really starting to connect with what actually feels like it resonates with you at a soul level. What is it that you really feel called towards or really feel drawn towards? It's asking you to delve into that. You know, what is it that's now starting to take more time, more space, more credence in your life? For your communications and conversations, you have the Ace of Wands. This is great. So there really is some new beginning or some new start on the horizon for you. This could be to do with your work, very likely, because we've got the Page of Pentacles there. But it could also be in the way that you show up or the way that you choose to show up. This is a really powerful card for new beginnings, but it's also a powerful card for creative things, creative endeavors. And because it's in your communications, this could see you connecting with new people. Maybe it's about applications that you're writing. This would be a great week to write an application. Maybe not necessarily to start a new job, but definitely for a new application, or for something where you have to kind of where you have to really think about what it is that you're saying and what it is that you're putting forward about yourself. This could be a great week for that. And it actually says that this week is just, I'm actually seeing a lot more fun for you guys this week. Outside of everything else, it just feels like a much lighter and brighter week, even with the Death card. For your money and materials, you have you've got the King of Swords, right? So I will say this to you. This is a week where you really need to exercise your smarts, let people know what your gifts are, speak honestly and openly about what it is that you think. If you're going for an interview, a lot of people are interviewing over Skype and Zoom at the moment, nothing wrong with that. If you have something like this taking place for you this week, it's really, really important that you put your best foot forward, but also present yourself exactly as you are, right? When it comes to your money and materials or your finances, this week it does look like you're starting to get very clear on what it is that you're doing with your finances. Because it comes through that Ace of Wands, this is about you saying, you know what, yes, maybe I need to budget more, maybe I need to be a bit smarter with the money that I have or the money that I've got coming in. But what's really evident here is you are building into that schedule time for fun, or resources or money for fun, to enjoy yourself. It's kind of like this week you're saying to yourself, you know what, okay, I know I've got to be sort of drill down and do what's right and correct and all the rest of it, but I also need to enjoy myself. This is a week where you're really finding that balance between what you need and what you want. Then finally, for your love and relations, for those of you that are single, Look at this, right? There's some very sexy times on their way for you. Now, I know a lot of people are not meeting and stuff in person, but there is somebody that, you know, this week you could be sexting with, somebody that you could be, I mean, look at this, right? Passion, desire, you know, energy, fun, right? And then this offer or this opportunity or even a declaration of love. Now, I have to say this to you. It does look like for you Cancer, you Scorpio Cancers, you single Cancerians, it does look like there's somebody coming, not necessarily out of the shadows, but it does look like somebody that you maybe you had a crush on, but never really thought it would go anywhere beyond that. It does look like this person may very well be coming forward to say, well, actually, you know what, I really like you. So it looks like it's coming in for you either way, but it's going to be a very bold week. I think things will probably develop very quickly, just under the energy of the Venus retrograde, plus, you know, the other bits that are taking place as well. Just be conscious that, you know, it might be a lot of fire right in the beginning and then kind of fizzle out. You know, don't bank on it too much at this moment in time. For those of you that are partnered, look at this, right? There's a sense of wanting to take your commitment deeper, and it may very well be that this week your partner says to you, you know what, how can we combine our love even more? How can we take this to a new place? I want to be closer to you, which for Cancerians is always, you know, something that you guys need, right? Well, I say you guys, I've got my moon in Cancer, so the moon is in Cancer in my chart, should I say. So this is, you know, that's a really important thing for me, is to be close with someone, to have that affection, that connection. Not necessarily what you'd hear an Aquarius say, but, you know, because, well, there you go, I have the moon in Cancer. So, but this is nice. It looks like you and your partner are on really solid ground, and actually, it looks like you guys could be potentially thinking about some way that you could either combine your businesses or combine your resources, especially those of you that are sort of new couples. It looks like it's almost like there's this feeling of you guys saying, you know what, I just want to be closer to you. How are we going to do that? What does it look like? For those of you that are separated by time and distance, well, maybe not time, you know what I mean? For those of you that are separated, this could be the week where you have the conversation about moving in together. It's definitely a possibility. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care. I'll see you soon.